and all of the blessings and opportunities it has brought us. Thank you for the abundance of blessings you have bestowed upon this great city. Father, we pray that you would continue to bless our city, bless every resident who resides within its boundaries, and every employee who works to make it great. Bless the children in our city, protect them and keep them safe from harm. Bless this council and our city manager as we labor in the calling of public service. Give us wisdom, compassion, and love as we serve your people, and let all we do glorify you. These and all other blessings we ask in your Son's name. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thanks very much. The clerk will please call the roll.
Mr. Burford? Here. Mr. Riddick?
Here.
Mr. Smigiel?
Here.
Dr. Whibley?
Here.
Ms. Williams?
Here.
Mr. Wynn?
Here.
Mr. Frame?
Here, the motion is to excuse Mr. Protegero, please.
Mr. Burford? Aye. Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel?
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Frame?
Aye, the motion is to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting, please.
Mr. Burford? Aye. Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel?
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
Aye. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Norfolk City Council session. A special welcome to the ladies' basketball team from Lake Taylor. For those of you who do not regularly attend our council sessions, we have a pretty simple process which we will follow. There are no public hearings tonight, so the first thing, we have one matter on the consent agenda, which will be brief. Then we'll move directly to the regular agenda. And we have a few of those items tonight. And as soon as we are finished with the regular agenda, if any member of the city council, if any member of the public would like to address the city council on a non-agenda item, and that's something that's not on the printed docket, there are 12 regular agenda items. At the conclusion of that, anybody who have anything to say to the city council, we will be glad to hear from you. In order to have your name called, though, you must have first signed a slip of paper, which the clerk made available in the lobby behind the council chambers before the meeting began. Now, that's the formal business. We do have one wonderful ceremonial matter, and Coach Sawyer, how about if you could come to the podium? The city council has a resolution. We are, which I'm going to read, but clearly we are honored to have you and the team and the representatives and the principal and everyone from here to be with us. We've asked you to come down. The city is very proud of your effort, and we're very proud of the fully accredited Lake Taylor High School, as we, repeatedly say. And this is, let's see here, this says it takes two. And Coach Sawyer, you put somebody under a lot of pressure, right? Like your husband, to win our seconds. Yeah. Okay, well, let me read the resolution, and we would be glad to hear from you, and you're welcome to introduce anybody that you would like. By the way, this is being taped, and the whole city gets to see this out on the website. The resolution reads, whereas under the leadership of head coach Sandra Sawyer, the Lake Taylor High School Titans girls basketball team has established itself, this as a regional powerhouse, you could say statewide as well. Whereas 2 years ago, the Lake Taylor girls basketball team defeated Eastern District rival Princess Anne High School to win the school's first state basketball championship. Whereas, as the 2012-2013 season moved into the Eastern Region Tournament, the two teams found themselves facing one another in the championship game, which was won by Princess Anne. Whereas the Lake Taylor girls advanced to the state tournament at Virginia Commonwealth University's Siegel Center, where after victories over Highland Springs and Colonial Forge, the Lady Titans were once again pitted against rival Princess Anne, this time for the state championship. It reads like a novel, by the way. And whereas after a record-setting game that literally went down to the last second, the Lady Titans defeated the Princess Anne Cavaliers 56-53 on March 8, 2013 to win their second state AAA basketball championship. Now therefore be it resolved that the Council of the City of Norfolk does hereby extend hearty congratulations to Coach Sandra Sawyer and the Lake Taylor High School Lady Titans basketball team on the occasion of this outstanding achievement. Second, that this resolution be recorded in the permanent proceedings of the City Council and that a copy be presented to Coach Sawyer and her team. We have to vote on resolutions, so I'm going to ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Adopt the resolution, Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
Aye. Coach, it's unanimous. We're so very proud of all of you. Here, let me thank you. Okay. Thank you. Coach, if you'd be glad if you would take the podium.
On behalf of Lake Taylor High School and our administration, our principal, Dr. Reba Jacobs Miller, our athletic director, Mr. Bobby Pannenbacker, district athletic director, Mr. Steve Sutmiller, Dr. King. Girls basketball, we want to thank all of you for your support. We've been receiving many emails. I've actually received actual mail in my mailbox at home saying how proud you guys are of us. And I'm so excited. And I know you are all proud of us, but what these young ladies accomplished this year, with what we had coming in, I think I have to be the proudest. It's like a mama and their children. And just seeing them take the baby steps in November, crawling and walking, running and jumping, trusting one another, believing one another, so holding each other accountable, and putting the pieces together, seeing it all coming together for a common goal. And as we started to get recognition, nobody cared. And that was the beauty of it. When nobody cares who get the credit, everybody just staying focused. Every day we talked about unity, not letting outsiders get, into our family unit. These young ladies have done everything I could possibly ask them to do on the court, as well as the classroom. Just to talk about my young ladies individually, we have one freshman, Kalisha, number 5, Farrah. Stand up, Kalisha. We have 2 sophomores, Latavia Hawkins. Number 22. Number 12, Kiara Cooper. Kiara was actually one of our starters in the state championship. She started about maybe 26 out of 29 games. Sophomore, good shooter. Looking for her to do a whole lot more next year. Juniors, I think we have one lone junior. India McKinney, number 33. India is also one of our starters, started every game, averaged a double-double. She was second team All-Eastern District. She's already receiving offers from a lot of CAA schools. We have 5 seniors. Brianna Davis, number 32. Brianna played a reserve role for us and did exactly what I asked her to do in her role. Never complained. We have Tashara Grimes, another senior. Courtney White. I can't see you over there, I'm sorry. Courtney White. Courtney, she's contemplating whether she wants to take a full basketball scholarship or to attend the apprentice school. Courtney right now is juggling a 4.11 GPA. Oh, right. She's second in the class right now at Lake Taylor High School. She's promising us that she's gonna get it, but whether or not she get it, I'm proud of her. I'm bragging about her every day. She's doing it on the court as well as in the classroom. But she's wants to get in the engineering program. Right now, she's attending Votech. Our plans are for, if she takes the apprentice school route, to get her bachelor's degree in 4 years and become a supervisor within 2 years. So she wants to go the business route, or if she want to take the athletic scholarship route. she's paved the way for herself. So that's what we're all about at Lake Teller. Jordan Mitchell Harmel, she's one of our seniors. Oh, I'm sorry. Courtney was also second team all district. I apologize. Jordan Mitchell Harmel. They so much. Jordan Mitchell Harmel. Wow. I tell everybody, if you're in a fight with a bear, Jordan's in a fight with a bear. Have the bear. Exactly. Jordan has been with us 4 years. She was on that first state championship team, and she played some great minutes for us. She's entertaining scholarship offers with Kennesaw State in Georgia. Actually, she's taking a visit this weekend. High Point, Virginia State. I can't remember the other, but Jordan, she was first team all district, second team all state, first team all region. 5'9". We played against a lot of young ladies, 6'3", 6'4". Help the bear, exactly. Then we have our State Player of the Year, Fiona Fitzgerald. Fiona was Player of the Year in the district, in the All-Towada Player of the Year, All-Region Player of the Year, Virginia State High School Player of the Year. She's already signed her letter of attends Temple University. She's maintaining the 3.0. Is it 3.2? Get me right. 3.4, okay.
Right.
It's
Correct
great.
her.
But, man, throughout this season, I've been on Jordan and Fiona about being a leader. And y'all can sit down, ladies. A lot of young people think being a leader is just scoring the points, scoring the most points, the scoring leader. And I've been trying to tell them that they have to do the things off the court, in the locker room, on the bus, when coach is not around. They have to be an extended coach. And it's hard sometimes for young ladies or young people to hold your friends accountable. But as we got down the stretch in the regionals, these two young ladies, man, they shine like gold. Not just on the court, but just the little things, helping the young ladies along the way in the classroom. You got to do this. I'm tired of hearing Coach say every day about you not doing this. I mean, just getting on everybody, holding everybody accountable on the bus, in the locker room. And those things were the little things that helped us to achieve the goal of becoming state champions. So a lot of people think just winning on the court, but we had to do a lot of house cleaning off the court to attain the goal that we had. And we had a lot of support from our administration. I can't forget my little manager, Janiyah Quinterly. Nice, stand up. Janiyah is going to be my future. She's already on the court. She's playing basketball, AAU, doing everything. She's getting ready. Our other manager, Brandon Moore, you might remember him as being the Player of the Year on our state football championship team. Brandon, a lot of people might not want to understand what I'm about to say about him, but when you're behind the scenes and you're putting the pieces there together and you're putting practice plans together and you're watching film, this young man really, really pushed the young ladies in practice. I mean, sometimes I was like, Brandon, I want you to check Fiona, and I want you to do, some things that I'm thinking the other team is going to do us, and just getting the young ladies prepared, being, physically and mentally tough with them. And he has done everything that I could possibly ask him to do. And actually on game day, he don't even sit on the bench with us. He's doing the camera. So he has been doing, a lot behind the scenes to help us. And then our security guy go before us, make sure everything is okay. Our bus driver, coach, you need anything, Mr. Theo Ford. So once again, this group collectively, our principal, we all thank you for your support. Thank you for having us. And hopefully we'll see you again. Thank you.
Sure. Coach, that was terrific, and it's, no, that was very inspiring to hear how you feel about your players. I mean, I'm sure they feel the same way about you as well. Anybody have anything they'd like to add? I mean, the vice mayor went to Lake Taylor, so he takes credit for all this stuff. But Fiona, congratulations on 33 in the state tournament and all of that. I mean, you came up big right there at the right moment, just like you did all year. But Dr. King has walked in, the superintendent of schools. He thinks we win state championships around here all the time because he's been here with us the second one since, so. But it's terrific. I cannot tell you how proud we are of all of you and these wonderful accomplishments. And it's about time the city of Norfolk, let people know just how good we are. And so thank you for that. Appreciate it. You've lifted our spirits. I want to tell you, I know we've had a lot of issues this year, but for you all to win the state championship has been just absolutely terrific. So thanks very much. Thanks for all you do. I know you've got your fan base back here as well. I also know you got school tomorrow, so we'll excuse you. So thank you very much. Ms. Jacobs Miller, would you like to say anything? You're okay? Thank you for being down here. Okay, for the fully accredited Lake Taylor High School, right? Okay. Okay, well, thank you. We'll let you go, and then we'll start our business here. Okay? Thank you. Thank you.
I remember her from Fairlawn. I watched those young ladies grow up.
We couldn't put, we couldn't score 33 and it come by ourselves right now. I mean, honest to goodness.
Is that with or without a ladder?
I mean, I.
Grew up playing in the boys' league at Fairlawn.
Thank you.
She's been tough, even as
She preaches that physical thing. Yeah. Okay, the first item is C1, please.
Approve C1.
There must be something with
Burford?
Taylor and talking.
Aye.
Mr. Riddick? Aye. Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Like the talk.
Mr. Frame?
R1.
R1 is an ordinance approving a cost-sharing agreement with the Commonwealth of Virginia Department of Transportation for the replacement of an existing 30-inch water main with a new 36-inch water main in connection with the Downtown Tuttle Midtown Tunnel Martin Luther King Expressway Extension Project, approving the conveyance of an easement to the city by the Virginia Port Authority and authorizing the city manager to accept the deed of easement and authorizing the expenditure of $1.7 million from funds heretofore appropriated representing the city's share of the cost of the project. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
Aye, R2.
An ordinance approving the acceptance of the Norfolk Drug Treatment Court Grant subaward of $69,454 from the Supreme Court of Virginia for the expansion of the adult drug court program and appropriating the grant funds for expenditure. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
Aye, R3.
An ordinance approving a grant application in the amount of $130,728 to the Commonwealth of Virginia Department of Criminal Justice Services to support the continuation of the Violence Against Women VSTOP program and appropriating and authorizing the expenditure of $46,392 in grant funds and $84,336 in a local cash match for the program.
Mr. Robinson, Alton Robinson.
Good evening, Mayor Frame, Vice Mayor Burford, City Council members. My name is Alton Robinson. My address is 735 West 35th Street. I strongly support the acceptance of this $46,392 grant from the Department of Criminal Justice Services, which requires a local match of $84,336, which was appropriated in the Norfolk Commerce Attorney's fiscal year 2013 budget. Being that this agenda item was coordinated with the Commonwealth Attorney's Office and the City Attorney's Office, it would be great if the two coordinating agencies would consider seeking grants through collaborative efforts to make a proactive stance against the violence taking place on the streets of the city of Norfolk. In just 5 years, there have been over 150 people murdered in the city of Norfolk and the alleged murderers were black as well as the victims, which equates to a loss of 300 black people in such a short period of time, not to mention that over 300 black families were impacted by the violence which the city does not openly address, period. And it seems like the new norm for the city of Norfolk. V-Stop is a wonderful program for women who are victims of violence, but there are just as many men who find themselves victims of violence that seem to carry no specific title except for just another shooting in the city of Norfolk. Those dead victims' families are taxpayers too. They need protection as well. How do you stop the violence? Well, look to the schools. Almost every victim of murder and the alleged suspect of the murder was a male and a product of the Norfolk public school systems. It appears the school system is producing black murderers and black murder victims at a rate greater than they are producing black doctors, black scientists, or even black council members. Since part of the V-Stop program is funded with local tax dollars, we should take a look at the fact that the tax dollars of the poor are being commingled with the tax dollars of the rich. And the rich taxpayers are benefiting from the city's development, and the poor taxpayers are suffering from administration neglect or lack of consideration. For example, our children in Norfolk Public Schools have to suffer because of an $18 million budget shortfall, while the administration takes a look at spending $11 million on scope and plush seats for the hindparts of those who attend events at scope. $46,000, $392 isn't much, but it is a good return on $84,336 taxpayers' investment. I guess the leaders of this city know what is best for the citizens of Norfolk. That is probably why city leaders would consider investing $60 million in a 300-room hotel plus conference center, while the people who devote their lives to making sure the city is a great place to live have to suffer not getting a raise for 5 years. The schools have to lay off teachers and other staff, and recreation centers in our communities are under-equipped to serve their patrons. Now, with over 150 people killed in the city of Norfolk over the past 5 years, there should be some proactive measure in place to support violence against young African-American men along with the V-Stop program. There was a campaign, Come Home to Norfolk. Maybe we can have a campaign to not kill for a year. Thank you.
Okay, call the roll.
Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
IR4.
An ordinance approving the dedication of a 30-foot permanent utility easement over, under, and through certain property owned by the United States of America, and authorizing the city manager to accept the easement agreement on behalf of the city. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
IR5.
An ordinance approving the transfer of a sanitary sewer force main to Hampton Road Sanitation District and authorizing the city manager to execute the transfer agreement on behalf of the city. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
IR6.
An ordinance to amend and reordain Section 39.1-2 of the Norfolk City Code 1979 so as to add one new definition regarding effluent meters. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
IR7.
An ordinance granting a special exception to permit the operation of an eating and drinking establishment on property located at 147 Granby Street. By 7-0 vote, Planning Commission recommends approval. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
IR8, please.
An ordinance granting a special exception to permit the operation of a used books media sales establishment located at 115 West 21st Street. And by 6-0 vote, Planning Commission recommends approval. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
IR10.
Nine, Mr. President.
I'm sorry, R9.
An ordinance granting a special exception to permit the operation of an automobile repair facility on property located at 816 East 25th Street. By 7-0 vote, Planning Commission recommends approval. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
Aye. R10.
An ordinance granting a special exception to permit the sale of alcoholic beverages for off-premises consumption on property located at 999 Waterside Drive, Suite 113. By 7-0 vote, Planning Commission recommends approval. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
Aye. R11.
An ordinance granting a special exception to permit the sale of alcoholic beverages for off-premises consumption on property located at 4500 East Princess Anne Road. And for this in 11A and B, Mr. President, by 7-0 vote, Planning Commission recommends approval. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
Aye. 11A, Breck, or?
Yes, sir. An ordinance granting a special exception to permit the operation of a gas station, sales only, on property located at 4500 East Princess Anne Road. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
Aye. R11B.
An ordinance granting a special exception to permit a retail goods establishment to operate after midnight on property located at 4500 East Princess Anne Road. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
Aye. R12.
An ordinance directing the city treasurer to issue a refund to Jessico, Inc. of $15,927.17 plus interest based upon the correction of business license tax assessments for tax years 2009 through 12. And this refund is based upon correction of a previously filed and attested personal property tax assessment for gross receipts which were partially earned in another locality. Dispense with the charter requirement for reading the ordinance and adopt. Mr. Burford?
Aye.
Mr. Riddick?
Aye.
Mr. Smigiel,
Aye.
Dr. Whibley?
Aye.
Ms. Williams? Mr. Wynn?
Aye.
Mr. Frame?
Aye.
That's all I have, Mr. President.
Okay, you don't have an add-on? No add-ons? Okay. All right, there are 5 or 6 of you have signed up.